going to talk about an incredibly rare and beautiful species of otter that has been grounded to this earth, known as the hairy-nosed otter, otherwise known as Lutra sumatrana. These amazing mammals are not surprisingly going extinct or otherwise endangered. With its unimaginably silky fur, its delicious meat, and its eye-opening habitats, it is not a huge surprise that this otter is almost meeting its lifelong deadlines. Now, for a short summary of basic facts about the hairy-nosed otter. It's such as Sumatra, Indonesia, southern Thailand, Peninsula in Malaysia, Sabah in Malaysia, southwest Cambodia, and southern Vietnam. The hairy-nosed otter in peat swamps, the Mekong Delta, coastal areas, and especially mangroves in Indonesia. These innocent little creatures play along the riverbanks, guzzling fish and feeding their young. The otter's favorites in terms of foods are slimy, fleshy water snakes, a delicacy. Now, looking at the darker side of the situation, the otter has many different severe threats. According to archive.org, threats is habitat destruction. Humans are destroying peat swamps, one of the main places of which these otters are found, for things such as palm oil plantations, agriculture, logging, and in Vietnam, fish farming. This case is most severe in the Mekong Delta, southwestern Vietnam, where the area has been changed into rice paddies. A lot of the remaining habitat has been logged, or the trees have been cut down and have been furtherly threatened by pollution and development. Otters are not the kind to flee. They are very protective of their habitats and would not be willing to leave it. So as you may have realized, these otters are becoming endangered for human reasons. We are using up this otter's living environment and food resources, leaving it with no chances of survival. With almost no chances of survival. There has been a bad case of overharvesting of water snakes. The water snake is the hairy-nosed otter's key food resource. If they do not have the food they need and live upon, they will starve. You're probably wondering, why do people want these otters to be suffering so arbitrarily? Well, it's not that we want them to suffer. It's because of reasons that us humans think are essential. The main reason, or the biggest threat to these otters, is illegal wildlife trading. A very popular sale is otter pelts, the skin of the otter, which is known to be worth $200 US. Poor hunters, as in hunters living in poverty, hunt this species because of how much its fur is worth and because of how amazingly tender the meat is. They also use the bones and other parts of this otter's body to produce medicines. Okay, they use almost the whole of the body of the otter. But these otters are hunted, skinned, and sold in large numbers. They used to be an easy find. You would find them in many parts of Asia, frolicking along the riverbanks, catching fish, swimming, but now they are almost never to be seen. Thankfully, the IUCN, which is the International Union of Conservation of Nature, is trying to help out. It is stated endangered animals be conserved and be kept safe. They take action to save any part of nature. They do this by hiring specialists on particular animals so that they can use the information to go deeper into their studies of that animal. because it will help protect them more. Us humans have enough, and we are using up more resources than we need. We have food, land, and privileges all available to us. We leave nothing for these otters. This is not fair, since these otters are part of our family. We are mammals, and so are they. So why don't we try treating them that way? Now, for some of my self-considered thoughts and ideas of how we could protect these species. One of my issues in this species is, without otters, there would be no aquatic but at the same time on land creatures. People have never been that fascinated in these otters, and I doubt that they wouldn't want to protect them if they only knew more about them. My idea was that organizations such as the IUCN could look into teaching people about these magnificent creatures. It would really make a big difference if people only were more educated. It would really steer the future in a great direction. Otters, intense, cute creatures, as humans call them. Why don't we try treat them the way we want them to be treated? Why don't we try treating them the way we want to be treated? We would do this by paying much more attention to illegal trading and hunting, because of how much of a serious crisis it is becoming, and how much of a large threat it is to these otters. Although poaching is an incredibly big issue. If you wanted to stop illegal hunting, then we'd have to stop poaching as well. That wouldn't be easy, but if we wanted to, then we could always try to use better equipment to stop poachers from coming in. We could build an electric fence that would take a massive time to climb. And besides, if you did try to climb it, you would get electrocuted. We can also assure people that it would make a huge impact if they would report poaching, because of how unpredictable this issue is beginning to become. There are many people who live in neighborhoods where there are many different farms or areas of where many different species are protected. Poachers come to these areas, and it would really help out if people would just... I want to raise awareness about the discovering aspect of this issue. It would really help to observe, and absorb different things about this creature. I really want people to be educated about all these different kinds of fascinating creatures, to get them to know more about them, and to get them to be more open-minded and efficient with protecting them. Thank you very much for watching my presentation, and please help the hairy-nosed otter. Get involved. Try to help endangered species. It would really help them, and they'd be very thankful towards you. Thank you so much for watching.